Congratulations to you on being the first people to hear the super secret rundown song. All right, there you go. Welcome to it. This is The Rundown, your weekly app update and announcement show where we go over all the things that are happening, changing, and trending here in the live community, including, but not limited to, talking about new gifts, talking about contests, talking about tips and tricks, rumor busts, and so much more. So if you want to stay up to date, you want to stay in the loop of all the things that are happening, changing, and trending, make sure that you're tapping in here every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name's Chris. It's an honor and privilege to get to do this, and we're so excited to do the thing. So let's do the thing. Here we go. We're starting off the show today with a top badge of the week hint. Now, if we're fortunate enough, we may be joined by a super special guest later today. Happens to be your top badge of the week. But first, we're going to give you these hints. If you think you know who this person is, please let us know in the comments. Hint number one, they live up north, was technically born a Southern belle. So they're from the South, they're living in the North. Do they have a Southern accent? Possibly. They learned cake decorating and made custom cakes for birthdays and showers for friends and family. So they've got a baking skill. They know how to make a cake. What type of frosting? These are important questions. And lastly, they performed on a reality TV show in Beijing, China. That's very specific. I knew one of these things. I'll give you a hint. I do know this person pretty well. So I'm very surprised. Those are your hints, and a fourth hint telling you that I know this person well. So if you think you know who they are, put in the comments. We might be lucky enough to have them join later today. Until then, though, let's go ahead and talk about your tip of the week this week. We've also got a rumor bust for you. The tip of the week this week, though, is one of my favorite ones because it keeps you focused, keeps your eyes on the prize and to what's important. So your tip of the week this week is it in service of the goal? I know that sounds like a question, but I promise it's a tip of the week. Here's the full explanation. Before you react or before you pivot on your content, ask yourself, is this actually moving me closer to what I want? Every stream that you do, every battle that you do, every general decision that you make builds towards that long game, or it can even distract from it. It's up to you to use that determination and discretion to figure out, is it in service of the goal? So what is your goal, and do your actions and decisions align to be in service of it? So that's your tip of the week. A little introspection, a little something to think about. It's a fun one. Rumor bust this week. I heard a rumor that IRL Expo tickets were available for purchase, or are available for purchase, I guess would be the correct way to say that. That's true. Rumor very confirmed. In fact, we had an entire stream about it last week. We had the Sarah even join us in the box to break down the tickets. It was a big deal. And rumor confirmed here. If you have not got your IRL Expo ticket yet, be sure to snag one, because when they're gone, they're gone. And tickets will not be available at doors. We know that in the past, they had been. This time, they won't be. We're going to talk more about IRL Expo in just a bit. Before we do that, let's talk about this weekend's contest. It's the March Madness tiered contest. If you're new to our community, we've got great news for you. This weekend's contest is built and designed with you in mind. You may see up here that we have a gold emblem. That stands for our streamer rank. We are a gold ranked streamer. We know as a newcomer, contests can be intimidating. There's people who have been around for many years at times, who've established communities, and can feel tough to try and make a run or a bid for one of those top spots. What we've designed with these tiered contests is a spot and place for you to be able to make a run and get your name out there in standing among people of similar rank. So if you happen to be a bronze tier streamer or a silver tier streamer, gold, whatever, you will only compete against streamers of that rank. Now, I go through after these contests and I favor up and down the list the people who place in these contests, especially those in the bronze and silver and gold ranks, because these are the rising stars in our community. You may not know this, but each and every day, tens of thousands of people are signing up, creating accounts, and making their journey here in our community. The people who are placing in these bronze and silver tier spots, these are the future of our platform. They are your future creators and influencers and the people who will inspire future generations of broadcasters. So if you want to be in the know, watch those lower ranks, the bronze, the silver, the gold. Check them out. And to our veterans, the people who've been around, well, we've got good news for you because there's spots for you to place as well. That's the beauty of the tiered contest. Rewards are structured based off of your tier. Check the banner for full information and breakdown. I know I took a little extra time today to talk through that, but that's because I think we've really got something special with these tiered contests. They solve a lot of pain points, and if you didn't know, it would be a loss. So there you go. There's your full information fill on the tiered contests. If you want to help support some of your favorites in this weekend's contest, or you just feel like being generous, check out the new winter hat gift. We've also got the steampunk crown. Very creative. I'll add that as a very unique gift. We've got the crane game as well as the ski lift castle. My pick of the week and my favorite gift this week, I got to give second place to steampunk crown. I think it's really cool. However, the crane game appeals to my childhood. I like the idea of getting the plushie. It's fun. Who doesn't like a crane game? And the fun part with this one is you actually get something when you play. So, hey, it's a win-win for everybody. So check out the crane gift. That's my pick for this week. We've also got that steampunk crown as my number 2. Now, last week, we had another contest. It was the second chance contest for our first ever reality show. In case you're out of the loop, December 19th on The Rundown, your favorite information show that brings you all the latest updates on what's happening, changing, and trending here in the live community, Fridays at 3 p.m. That's a show plug. We announced that back on December 19th, the year-end rundown for 2025. We announced that we are making our bid into the world of entertainment as a platform and as a company. And to help progress that forward, we're showing how serious we are by launching our first ever reality show. This will be broken up into 2 film dates with 2 different casts. We're excited to say it's 2 different casts because of you, because of our community and how you showed up and showed us that you stand behind this type of content and this type of creativity. The first contest was so successful that we were able to go to our leadership and the production company and secure a second date. And because we had a second date, we needed a second cast. So we ran a contest last weekend. We're really excited to have our winners, and we look forward to announcing the lineups of who will be on what episode in the very near future. We took the liberty of combining our communities from both Tag, MeetMe, and Scout, as well as the winners from each weekend to assemble unique casts that will help develop inspiring storylines and engaging content. It was another layer of security for us to make sure that the content will be fun and engaging when it finally goes to tape or to film, to digital, to camera. That's probably the right word. When it comes to camera. So you can look forward to filming. We're about 2 weeks out. It's a huge deal. This is real and it's really happening. You can look forward to hearing more about that in the near future. Now, I am going to give you a spoiler alert. As to someone who may be appearing on the show also happens to be a top badge of the week. Earlier in this episode, we gave you 3 hints as to who this person is. If you happen to be this person, please request the box so we can find out more about these hints that you provided. Hint number 1 was that you live up north, were technically born a Southern belle. All right, that's a good hint. Hint number 2, you learned cake decorating and made custom cakes for birthdays and showers for friends and family. Maybe in an alternate timeline, you were like Buddy the cake boss. Did he have a phrase? It's been a long time since I've watched TLC. Lastly, you performed on a reality show in Beijing, China. Well, luckily for us, we're going to have someone on staff who's done a reality show before, because placing in this past weekend's Audition Second Chance contest, your top badge of the week this week, the one and only Miss Katie B.
Hi, Chris. Hello, everybody.
Congratulations, Katie. How are you feeling right now? Excited to be top badge of the week?
Yes, very excited to be top badge of the week. Even more excited to be part of this first ever show. And I'm not going to lie, now that the contest is over and we're on it, a little scared too.
You know, it's funny you should say that. No, we're so excited. We'll talk more about what's been going on with the reality show in just a sec. We might even give a couple hints and spoilers, some new information we haven't talked about yet. But first, let's go over a few things. One is to hit the favorite button on Katie. She's in the box. She's your top badge of the week. Let's go over these 3 hints. So you were born in the South?
I was, yes. I mean, I know you know, and a lot of people know about me that I live in Philadelphia, and I consider myself an ambassador for the city of Philadelphia. But my family moved a little bit for my dad's job. They're from the area, they're from the suburbs of Philly. They moved to Louisiana, and then they moved to Virginia. And in Virginia is where Katie B was born. I'm the only Southern belle in my family.
Wow. Okay. But really Philly through and through. So we can't catch you slipping, because you are right. Many know you as the official, official ambassador of Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
All right. So when you're not busy figuring out family timelines and history, we know that there was also a portion of your life that was dedicated to cakes. What's going on with the cakes?
It was just something, I was really obsessed with a lot of those like cake decorating shows. I thought it was such a cool thing. So at some point I decided I wanted to take a class. So my mom and me signed up for a cake decorating class. They used to give them out at like Michael's, like the craft store. They probably still do. And so I took like 3 or 4 rounds of classes, and I got pretty good at it. And so I started making like my nephews, my nieces, their birthday cakes. I started making my friend's bridal shower cake. Like I learned how to use the fondant and everything, and I got pretty good at it. And it's a fun little skill to have in your back pocket. Maybe there'll be some cake decorating challenges on the show. Who knows?
Who knows what's on this show? I know what's on the show. No, but funny thing about cakes and cake decorating is it's pretty tough. Like, it's not just a skill that you can wake up and have. Do you have a most memorable cake that you had done?
Well, I probably have a few, and I meant to try and like have the pictures ready, and then I just kind of ran out of time to have it ready. But I did for one of my childhood best friend's bridal shower. Her flowers were calla lilies for her wedding. And so I made this like beautiful tiered calla lily cake, and the calla lilies, like I had to make each one by one, each individual thing. I had to like hang them to dry. There was like calla lilies hanging all over my house, and I just think it looks very professional to me. Like the ones I made for my nephews and nieces are cute, but I felt like that one was like, okay, I look like a pro.
Well, Miss B, you are professional. You are a professional in entertainment as well. We know that you have an extensive history, whether it be in sports or your ambassador work or promotions, but also you had a crazy side adventure in Beijing, China.
Yes. It's funny, when I was trying to come up with the clues for the top badge of the week, I was like, I can't, I always talk about Sixers. Everyone already knows I'm a Sixers dancer, and I didn't want everyone to be able to know exactly from the hints. I wanted to make it a little harder. So I was trying to come up with things that people didn't necessarily know. Now, some Smileverse members know this, but while I was a Sixers dancer, the Sixers dancers picked 6 of the dancers to go to China, and we performed for the NBA Jam Van, which we were with Steve Nash and I forget who the other NBA player was, and we would drive and do these performances and sign autographs in different areas of China, and it all culminated in Beijing. And there was a reality show. Now, you have to understand, I don't speak any Chinese. And so none of us really knew that much about the reality show that we were on. We did all these promos for it, like on a green screen. We were doing, they had to pronounce things for us so we could say things in Chinese. And so this was the grand finale it was a basketball themed reality show. So I guess they were competing for the top spot, and we were the key performers at the big finale of the Chinese basketball reality show, and we performed there, and it was such a cool experience. It was awesome.
I would like to say that your prior experience may have prepared you, but I don't know.
I don't think that particular one. I was on another reality show for one episode. My friend was on Something Borrowed, Something New when she got married. It's a wedding dress show. Again, not a challenge show, but I do think I learned a lot about just like the structure, the hurry up and wait, and like just how the set might be. So that, I think, challenges, I don't know how that's going to go, but at least like the general filming of the show, I think I have a little bit of an idea of what I got myself into on that side of things.
Well, who knows? If you've not, make sure that you hit the favorite button on Katie B. She's in the box. She did place, spoiler alert, in the past weekend's audition weekend contest. Before we go, Miss Katie, is there anything that you'd like the community to know, maybe about your featured show or just about your Smileverse and what it stands for?
Yeah, absolutely. So for anyone who doesn't know me, hello, my name is Katie B. I am a professional dancer from Philadelphia. I do have a featured show on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. called Got to Dance, where I teach dances, TikTok dances, iconic dances from music videos, film, TV. I try and keep them beginner and intermediate for the most part. Sometimes we do more advanced dances. I take suggestions. If anyone has a dance they want to learn, feel free to DM me, let me know, come into another stream. I'm also in Missy's Battle of the Sexes this Saturday, which is it's going to be a little tough because we just placed in the contest. So I know the Smileverse has used a lot of what we had in the tank. So I just figured I'd take this opportunity to mention it in case anybody else wants to come support the ladies in the Battle of the Sexes. And last but not least, yes, my community, ever since I started streaming in 2018, and my community is called the Smileverse. And our tagline is that we serve up smiles, share silliness, and sip on Loverade. I like to be a really positive member of the community. I am very silly and goofy. Of course, like I'm an entertainer. That's what I like to do. So if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, please come check out my stream sometime. Come join us. I'd love to have you in the Smileverse. And I got my ticket for IRL Expo today, Chris. So I will see you all in Vegas.
Let's go. That was the last one. You read my mind. So boom, we're done. All the check marks are here. Cake decorating, reality show, basketballing, and from the South thing. I don't know. We lost some steam there. But what's definitely not losing steam is the momentum of Katie B on her rise to reality show fame. So make sure that you're hitting the favorite button on her. Thank you so much for being here, Katie. We're excited to see you on the show.
Yes, I'm excited. Thank you so much, Chris, for having me on. And thank you so much for all the Smileverse members in the chat. I see you guys. Thank you so much. And happy birthday, Sin.
All right, much love to the Katie B. Right there, she was in the box. She's your top badge of the week. I forgot to even mention that in order to be top badge of the week, it means that your fellow top badges nominated you and then helped to select you. So this is a community achievement in order to get that top badge of the week. So some congratulations to Miss Katie B on that. She did team me up well in terms of talking about IRL Expo. So in case you don't know, IRL Expo is our once-a-year convention. This is where people come from all corners of the earth for the idea of one thing, and it's for the love of community, the love of togetherness, and being in one place at one time. If you've never experienced a Playlist Live, a Live Fest, or now IRL Expo, there's nothing like it. Please, if you can find the time, try and craft a plan to make your way out there. Tickets are limited, and tickets are available now. There are 3 tiers of tickets to fit any type of IRL Expo experience needs. And we do recommend getting that top tier ticket. It is a great value. It does include alcohol and food. It includes being able to walk in our fashion show. It includes the ability to sign up early to have premium seating for our panels. Many of our panels may get booked out, meaning that there will be more people who want to view a panel than we have seating for. And this was crafted to make sure that the panels were intentional for people who wanted to see the content. People who have that top tier access badge are going to be the first ones who are granted access. In addition to that, you will have access to other exclusive merch offerings and exclusive items that are not given out to any other badge tier. So please do consider. It breaks down to be around 100 per day, and this is all day programming, so it's a really great value. Be sure to check it out. 3 tiers available, and you can find them all on irlexpo.com. To be clear, I'm going to repeat this every single week because I don't want anyone to miss out. Tickets are limited, and number 2, tickets will not be available at doors. We know that in the past we've said, hey, this is a sellout or things are sold out, you can't get any more tickets, but then we've had a limited quantity available at doors. That's not happening this year. There will not be some event where we go, hey, come on down, we've got some secret tickets hanging out. Once tickets are sold out, they will not be available at doors, and in the super strange event that tickets are not sold out, which they will be, by the event, they will still not be available at doors. So please plan ahead. This is a sellout event. We are already more than a third sold out of tickets, period. And they've only been on sale for a week. So please don't sleep on getting your ticket. As you heard, Miss B got her ticket today. We know that the top badge over on Tags got her ticket today. So that's just 2 people. We know that their communities are going to join them by being at the event. So these tickets are going to go fast. Please don't miss out. All right, on that note, I'm going to apologize ahead of time because sometimes my introductions are a reach. And on my reaching meter, this is pulling out the step stool. All right, here we go. INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? She's got her own diamonds. She's got her own community. She's got a top badge. Her name is Indy. Congratulations. INDEPEND. How do you spell? Do you know what that means? It means it's a new top badge. Please request the box. And welcome to the top badge community, and welcome to the show, new top badge, Indy. I hope I did it right by you.
Oh my goodness, I had no idea this is happening today. Thank
It
you.
is happening. You know how many times I had to check to make sure I knew how to spell? That was a scary moment for me.
Good job, I liked it. I didn't even no
I hope
idea.
you know the song. If you don't know the song, it's not going to land. You're going to be like, why is he doing that?
Yeah, no, it's a good song.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How are you feeling in this moment?
I'm shaking. I had no idea, really. This is awesome.
Well, you earned it. So let's talk about that part of it. In order to get a top badge, it takes a community, it takes consistency, it's a journey. Tell us a little bit about what your journey looked like.
It was a struggle. It was a struggle, and honestly, it took a lot of consistent time. Every day. A lot of hours. It was just a lot, honestly.
What kept you consistent? There's a lot of things in this world you can choose to do. You decided to show up here. What pulled you here?
Friends. I've made a lot of great connections with a lot of people on this app, and it's been amazing.
Tell us a little bit about what you consider friendship, because it's online. People say, oh, you know, that's internet friends or whatever. I mean, what do they mean to you?
What do they mean to me? Family. I don't even see them as friends anymore. They're definitely family. Even if I haven't met majority of them in person, they're blood now.
Wow. Well, do you want to name names? Do you want to get specific before we go any further?
My name is Breezy Bot. She's my best friend. She's the best person, my favorite streamer. Prince for top badge. He's amazing. Audacity Daddy. Seriously, Muka, Rissa, a lot of people. There's names that can go on for like days.
This box does something too. When you get in it, you could have had an entire script planned, and it just
Yeah.
it goes. I think I've heard "charge it to my head, not my heart" is the saying people say a lot of times. By the way, while we're talking with Indy, your newest top badge, make sure you're hitting the favorite button on her. She's right there in the box. Congratulations. Let's talk more about what streaming means to you, and what being here. We talked about your friends becoming family. Tell us more about what your streams look like, what it's about.
Oh, good vibes, dance parties. We like to have fun. Sometimes we do have serious talks. We do get into a little bit of app politics every now and then, but other than that, it's mainly just fun times.
Every now and again, we need a tea break, right? So we can
Yeah.
we can make a point to do it. I like it. I like it. Is there anything that you would like people to know about you, or you feel like if someone were to visit your streams, they would eventually learn about you?
I'm a little bit of an anime nerd, but I like to keep that hush hush.
Give us some names. I don't know if you know your audience right now, but you might want to give us some names.
They would have to come into my stream and find out.
All right. Well, you want to be like me. No spoilers given, I guess, here in the rundown.
No
Make sure you hit the
spoilers.
favorite button on Indy. Congratulations on earning your top badge.
you.
We're really excited for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Much love and congratulations. All the celebrations over to the one, the only Miss Indy, who's there in the box. And in case you're just now joining, welcome to it. This is The Rundown. This is a show that happens Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you find out all the things that are happening, changing, trending, and possibly hair cutting. I'm realizing as we do this. If you missed anything, I've got some good news for you. We've got a bit of a recap. We can talk about the things that are going on. Number one, it's March Madness coming up. And March Madness tiered contest is here. What does that mean? That means based off of your streamer rank, as you can see here, we are a gold rank streamer. You may be a bronze, silver, gold, etc. No matter what your tier is, there's a spot for you. We want to make sure that you can shine and have an opportunity to place and win. So be sure to check out that tiered contest going on this weekend. If you'd like to support some of your favorites, we've got the new winter hat, the steampunk crown, the crane game, and the ski lift castle. All super cool gifts. My pick this week, I got to give it to the crane game. I like it. There's a lot of options to win too. There might be some secret ones. Let us know what you end up pulling. We've also got the IRL Ticket Expo going on. You don't want to miss it. It is available now. If you go to irlexpo.com, tickets are available. They are in limited quantity. Once they sell out, they are sold out. They will not be available at doors. We do highly recommend that top tier. It comes with the most exclusives, including some secret offerings you don't want to miss out on, especially if you're someone who loves this community, who likes the exclusives, likes to have some of those bragging rights. Top badge of this week, top badge of the week this week goes out to Katie B. New top badge last week goes out to Majin Buu. Where are my anime peoples at? This is nuts. 2 weeks in a row with the anime. And new top badge this week, Indy. Congratulations to everyone who sat through me doing that. Who sings that song? INDEP. I get to host this show. Make sure that you're tapping in here every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. More updates soon on the reality show. Filming is in 2 weeks. For those of you who are part of the reality show, thank you for responding. We look forward to finalizing all that booking information, as well as talking to you more about what you're actually going to be doing. We've been keeping it very secret, but it's for a good reason. It's important to the integrity. No, but until then, you got to keep it tapped in here. Fridays, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name's Chris Casper. It's an honor and privilege to get to do this. I look forward to seeing you next week at 3. Until then, stay safe. Much love and cheers.